Hey everyone, Chris here. Welcome back to another video. This isn't usually the kind of video that I make, but as you probably know already, Roblox removed classic faces a few weeks ago. And as you can imagine, I was pretty pissed. If I can put this in editing, show before me in my avatar, I mean, and after me. Me before classic faces got removed, me after classic faces got removed. Yeah, I'm not too happy about that. They did my avatar very dirty there, and I was cheesed. I was really cheesed about it, and I wanted to do something. Now, of course, I can't really do much. I'm just like a little Roblox developer. I just like making games on here as a hobby. But one thing I did know that I could do is I could make a system, a little system that people could add into their games to re-add the classic faces. I know I'm saying this like I'm some sort of rebel, but like, no, this isn't a rebellion. This is just, to me at least, I see this as just a giving people back the freedom that they should still have, actually, because Roblox removing classic faces from everybody's inventory, I do not agree with it. I think it's stupid. You can't just take something away from everybody and replace it with something else, regardless of whether or not the people like it. So that's why I made this. It's a system that I'm calling Chris Classic because it has a nice ring to it. It's a very, very simple system. If you want to think of it like this, and I know this is a very silly metaphor, but if you remember like the early 2010s Roblox obbies where at the winners area they would have like the face changers that you would walk into to change your character's face, that's what this is. This is just a glorified version of that. I'll demo it to you, but it's very, very simple. I do want to still add more features to this. I'll talk about that in a minute, but to just demo it to you so you can see how it works, all you have to do is you have this little toggle UI button. I'm probably going to make this look a lot better later, but you open the menu with this button, and then you have an entire list, all of the 600 plus faces on Roblox. They're here, all of them, every single one. And all of these are buttons, so you can just click on any one of them and apply the face right to your avatar. So as you can see right now, I don't even have the dynamic 3D face that I should be having right now. I already have a system in place to change it. I'm still going to add an option later for people to use the 3D dynamic heads if they want to. I'm not going to be unfair like Roblox and restrict everybody to using one type of face only. I'm gonna give you the option to do both. I know that it's I'm not a big fan of the 3D faces, okay? I don't think a lot of people are, but if you are and you want to use one, that I think that should still be an option. I'm trying to, give a taste of the world where both 2D and 3D faces coexist, right? Because that, at least in my eyes, is something Roblox could totally have done, but they didn't. So that's why I'm making this. I'm making a little system. I don't know why these are blanked out. I'm making a system that lets people actually use 2D faces again. And if I can find my face so that I can return to what my avatar usually looks like, I may have scrolled a bit too far down. Yes, I have. I've reached the end. But yeah, you can see there's lots of faces. There are lots and lots of faces, and all of them should work. You saw earlier there were a few bugged ones. I have to look at those. Remember, this is still work in progress. I still want to add a bunch of features, but as you can see, I can find my face, I can click it, and I apply it to my avatar, and it looks just like it did before. It looks proper now. It doesn't look ugly. Thank goodness. You can switch to any face that you like at any time. It's very simple. Some of them, like this one, I probably wouldn't be the most proud to have on my character. But like, this is what I wanted. This is perfect. This is all that I wanted out of this. But yeah, no, we have a system in place. It's very simple. It was actually surprisingly easy to do all of this. To get like the core system running. Now I imagine when I add more features later on, such as like sorting or like filters, right? Or features for developers only, like maybe I'll have a toggle on one of the scripts or one of the folders here that will allow you to, use 2D faces by default or use 3D faces by default, right? Or, just basic settings that developers can use to just based on their player base. Now, I should also note that I don't have support for the classic heads yet, like the not dynamic 3D head, like the block head or like the octahedron head, like those things. I don't have those in here. That is a consideration that I have thought of, but I haven't really committed to that yet. My main concern right now is just re-adding the 2D classic faces. Um, that, and I'm not sure if this, well, I haven't adapted it to R15 yet. I'm sure that it will work, at least the faces will work with R15 perfectly fine, because if you want to actually see, if you don't mind me getting a bit technical here, if you just look in my character, all that I'm doing is I'm going to the head, at least for R6, and I'm just changing the mesh from this file mesh type, which it is by default now with the 3D heads, and I'm changing that to head. I'm setting the size to this, and then from there, all I'm doing is just changing the texture of this face texture decal thingy. Now, actually, in the code, I am lying a little bit because that's not actually what I'm doing. I'm changing an attribute in the player itself. So if you look here, I don't have it right now, but if I select a face like this one, you'll see that, yeah, there's an attribute here now. I don't want to get into all that stuff because it might confuse some people, and I want this to be easy to understand, right? I want this to be a system that's easy to implement, easy to understand, hopefully easy to debug in case anything goes wrong. That I cannot guarantee, though. I'm not the best scripter in the world. But R15 should follow the same sort of logic of just changing the mesh and then getting rid of whatever the texture is. 3D faces come with like a special texture for the mesh that they are. But once you remove that, then it's just a matter of changing this decal to the right texture. And that I already have set up. That's very easy. So it's really just a matter of figuring out how to change the mesh for R15. In conclusion, I guess, I just want to say this is going to be free. It's going to be completely open to everybody. I can't say when exactly this is going to come out. I'm hoping to get it out as soon as I can. But I'm like finals season it's pretty soon for me. It's only like a week or two until we get to finals. So yeah, it might be a bit before this comes out, but I want you to know that it is working. There is a system. There's a way to add 2D faces onto your characters in your game. Um, and I'm working on something that you can implement easily. It's going to have a bunch of features, sorting, filtering, developer settings. But yeah, if you would like to ask me any questions about this system, maybe if you are actually interested in the technical aspects of this, or if you want to actually try and implement something like this, feel free to ask me. Feel free to go comment something down below. Join my Discord server if you want to ask me. I'm usually pretty active on there. If anybody sends a message, I'm likely to respond to it. And I can sort of help you try and add something like this to your game if you want it if you're that eager to have it into your game. If you don't want to wait for me to take 5 billion years to release this, it won't take 5 billion years. I promise it. This is something much simpler. This isn't a game update. It will be very, very simple. Depending on how much I want to add, it will take me either a very long time or it will take me a very short time. And I'm leaning more towards a very short. Probably once my finals are over, I'll have this out like within a day or two. Because a lot of the features that I can think of, some of them are complicated, like maybe sorting, because then I have to add a bunch of extra data here, I think. And that could take a while. By the way, I should mention, I don't know if I did it because I've done this for multiple takes already, but I did actually get all the face item IDs using a GitHub repository by somebody named Synpixels, which is online. You can search it up very easily, but I will probably put a link up in the description if I hopefully remember to do that. Uh, and from there, I had all of the item IDs, all the face item IDs, which I then converted to face texture IDs, which are two different things. But again, I'm getting technical here. Uh, Point is, I have a system. It's going to come out, I'd say, within 3 or 4 weeks. I know that's a bit long for, something as simple as this, but I do want to make it a nice system. It runs well because, having over 600 faces and loading them in all at once isn't perhaps the most efficient thing in the world. So I'm going to work on trying to optimize that and make it really accessible, really improve the user experience both for players and developers, and make this a really nice and easy to use system. But again, that comes with time. So I hope you will all stay tuned. I will keep you posted about any sort of updates I have regarding this whole system. And I will definitely make a video when this is all ready to come out and release. And with that, I suppose that is all. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you later. Bye. What a way to end.